Hello, and welcome to the MyIBA demo. MyIBA is a new and user-friendly platform that will allow recruits to complete an IBA on their mobile devices. You as a recruiter will now have an opportunity to share a custom link to the recruits and allow them to start off an application on their own. This is an additional method alongside the standard IBA. I'm excited to show you this recruiting process step by step so you can experience it from the perspective of a recruit and also understand how to view their progress as a recruiter. So let me now log into POL and Turbo Apps and we can get started. Give me just a minute so I can share my screen. As you can see, I have logged into POL and I'm now on the IBA dashboard. Starting December 11th, you will be accessing the new IBA platform. This is on a modern technology using state-of-the-art user experience. So this will look and feel more like a Pramerica app, more so like the next-gen life app. You will notice a few things here. The color scheme has changed. There is a need help tab within each application that will now provide you handy information of technical support, with the phone number and the email address. There is also one other feature that we have built into the app where if your recruit comes in with an active life license and they have indicated so within the licensing section, once you get to the payments, system automatically detects that based on the information that's been entered and applies the promo code so that, there is the IBA fee waiver applied. So this avoids you to manually key in the life license promo code that you would do today. And once that's applied, you notice on the home page, it does say that, what kind of discount code has been applied on such and such an IBA. Now, apart from all of this, on the top right side, you will see this Get My IBA link. Now, this is where you as a recruiter will be eligible to collect your custom MyIBA link, which is always active. This never expires. And you will be able to share this link with your recruits, either by email or phone, as an SMS, or you'll be able to, just copy paste it. Please note, for the demo purposes, all the data that's being presented here is all fake data. This is not user, this is not real user data. So now that said, now let us experience, how a recruit would be going through the MyIBA application. So let's say you have shared this link with someone named Brian. Brian receives this link after having had a chat with you about the Pramerica opportunity. Brian clicks on this link. The first piece of information Brian is requested to provide is their email address. This is typically where they would provide their personal email address, like a Gmail or a Yahoo. They would proceed on. There is a verification code that is sent to that email, just so we make sure we ensure that we have reached the intended person. So let me grab the verification code. Once that's verified, there is a phone number request where Brian would be requested to put in their mobile number. There is also a verification code sent to the mobile number. And 0386. Once that's verified, the recruit is now in. There is a quick information on, what this IBA is all about. They will click on Get Started and start the process here on. They will select their state and, country of residence. So let's say Brian is from Georgia. Fill out their basic information. Continue. And then at that point in time, Brian is in. He sees that, there are 6 sections to be completed within the application, followed by the payment and the signatures. Now, at this point, I'm sure all of this looks very familiar because this is, this is what you would typically run through with an applicant today. So just a quick few things before I start filling out the application. If you have noticed, there is also a need help tab here that will now contain the recruiter's information. So your information, your contact information, the phone and the email, so that Brian has this handy for any questions, they know exactly how to reach you. So let's start filling out the information. SSN. As I was saying, this is fake data, fake application. So I'm just filling it with sample information. Continue. Save and continue. And let's say for this purposes, Brian is not employed and he will, provide no as all the answers. As you can see, we have provided helpful hints and helpful information along the process of the application. So, it's easier for the recruit to just guide themselves through. Let's say they do not have military service and they do not have any licenses. Save and continue. So as you can see, Brian has completed all these 6 sections. Now it's time for, Brian to really get started and then pay for the fee. Now, at this point, I would like to switch gears and show you exactly how this application would show up on your side. Now, just as a quick one other thing, as this is happening, there is email communication being sent to the recruits so that they are abreast of, the status of their application. They also receive an email with the link so that they can resume their app. So, let's say your recruit is not comfortable or they do not have time to complete this application in one go. They can always save it and then, return to the application through the link from the email. Now, switching gears again, going back to your view of the IBA dashboard, you notice that, Brian Myers' card now appears on your dashboard, stating there was a MyIBA that was created on such and such a date for this person, and it is still in progress. So at this point in time, you will have the opportunity to, just check on their progress. If for any reason Brian is not comfortable or has too many questions about the application and he would rather have you complete the application, you will be able to, just pick this on at this time and then move along with it. Returning back to Brian's experience, right? So now that all sections are complete, let's say Brian is ready to make the payment. Again, a quick blurb and explanation of, what fee is being collected here. Let's say Brian wants to pay the $99.25 using his bank account. And let's say Brian wants to enroll in direct deposit as well. So continue to direct deposit. They would like to continue with the same account that was provided. Continue to signatures. Now the DocuSign signature is a much simplified process in a MyIBA. The recruit will be able to, just view the information that they have provided, review it and sign off on it. So let's say Brian clicks on that button to review and sign documents. It pulls DocuSign and then pulls the document right up here. And Brian will be able to start providing their signatures. And I'm sure this is you are very familiar with this whole process. Once complete, they would hit on finish. And at this point in time, everything that recruit needs to do, needs to provide for an application is complete because they've provided all their background information, their personal information, they've done the payment, they've done the signatures. So everything from a recruit's perspective is complete. So they're all done and they can exit the screen. Now returning back to what you would notice on your dashboard, let me just refresh this IBA. As you can see, the card now says that Brian Meyer, who has started this MyIBA on such and such a date, has completed. The application is now ready to be submitted. At this point in time, we highly encourage for you as a recruiter to view this app, review the data that's been provided, and then be able to submit it. As you can notice, there are a few other features that that do show up. As I was indicating, any promo code that's been applied on a card does show up here. Every IBA that you would have walked through with a recruit obviously gets listed on this dashboard, in addition to all the MyIBAs that do get created using your link. They also get listed. Quick few other things that I want to, just mention before we can close this demo. One example is of Tina Johns. So as you can see that this MyIBA was created long back, October 11th, and it is still in progress. So I think this is a good example where you should be able to, reach out to Tina and see if she's still interested in doing, heading on with this opportunity and completing the application. In which case you should be able to, just have her work with you and complete the app. This card with Elise Williams, it says link expired. So this is an example where Elise had started her MyIBA on 10/24, and she did not complete the application within the typical 10-day window, and the link has expired. Now, if Elise does reach out to you that she would like to just resume the application completed, you should be able to hit on this resend, which will send a link again to Elise. And Elise will be able to, click on that link and resume the application that she has already keyed in. She does not need to start a new application. She will be able to, just resume her partially saved application. Okay, now one last thing is once your IBAs are complete, you would, typically review the applications and then submit them. Once submitted, the rest of the process with, how you lead the recruit on to register for pre-licensing classes, get them, have them download the ProAmerica app, and then, help them get licensed. All of those steps remain exactly the same. And as part of all of this, in the background, there is email that is going out to the recruit, as I was saying, indicating them, what the status of their application is. And they always will contain your contact information. So if they have any questions, they know exactly how to reach out to you. So with that, I think, the demo, I hope, this video has helped you in understanding the new process. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call our technical support team. Thank you for listening and have a great day.